The president is coming under fire right now for tweets targeting several minority Democratic congresswomen, telling them to, quote, go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came. The president seems to be referring to these four women, Representatives Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Ayanna Pressley. All four are American citizens, and three of them were born here in this country. Ilhan Omar is a Somali refugee who moved here when she was 12. In a response, AOC tweeted this, saying, it's important to note that the president's words telling four American congresswomen of color, go back to your own country, is hallmark language of white supremacists. Trump feels comfortable leading the GOP into outright racism, and that should concern all Americans. Now, some of you are saying that the coverage of the president's tweet has been taken out of context, like Jim Osman, who tweeted, he actually said, go back to your country, fix it, and then come back. The left totally misses the second half of this tweet. Okay, so I really do always try to discard party lines and look at both sides. I cannot look at both sides on this one. And I beg all of you, then don't look at the sensational headlines. Go to President Trump's Twitter. Read the tweet for yourself. This is blatant racism. We got to call it what it is. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. If this was a Democrat, I'd say it to the Democratic president as well. This is not okay, and this is not America. Yeah,
but you know what, Sam? I read this on Sunday when I was getting ready to go do some comedy later that night. I went to the mountains, hung out with some friends, had some good coffee, talked to some old friends, talked to some family, FaceTime with my kids, and then went and did comedy. And then I came here to work on Monday in this beautifully inclusive room. And you know what? For the first time, Sam, I was like, I'm done with this guy. He's not going to upset me anymore. The whole world isn't racist because one dude says it is. I'm not going to allow this man to, for one more second, affect how I approach the day. And so if you want to, that's fine. But for me, I look at my beautiful coworkers, my beautiful children in this world that we have. I remember Friday when I was DJing, I looked out on the dance floor and all my friends were all there laughing and having a good time. And I was like, that's the America I know and the America I love. Whatever this guy wants to tweet, have at it. If you want to double down and be racist with him, have fun.
No, we need to be better, Al. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you looking at the glass half full, so to speak.
It's just like they ain't coming. Sam, they're not coming.
But we got to be better. We got to call people out. I would call Biden out for this. I would.
But then the step is like, and then what? I understand your frustration, but and then what? If I hold the door open for you and I say, Erica, come on, we're going, and Erica's still sitting in her chair and I've been calling her for 10 minutes, what is the point? Either you walk through that door yourself or you sit back down. But they ain't coming. They're not coming.
Al, trust me, out of anybody, know how you feel about that.
I'm not even mad.
Very much like I'm glad that everybody else is catching up with this program. However, I do think some really great things have happened as a result of what is blatantly racist rhetoric. You can call and pick it apart any way you want. This is not a Democratic and Republican issue. This is a racism issue, and it's ingrained in our culture, in our society. That is something none of us can look the other way on. Yesterday, I watched the film Emmanuel, which is coming out, and it's about the Emmanuel 9 who were shot and killed in their place of worship. And the film does such a great job of showing footage of footage of Charleston and today and 50 years ago. And that juxtaposition is shocking only because it's not that different. We have so much work to do, and there are so many people who are telling the stories of our country so that people really understand the historical context of why we should be alarmed, of what happens when we forget our history because we're destined to repeat it. So those are the things that I'm focused on. People who are able to tell the story and put it into a context for people who want to pretend like it never happened and it doesn't exist.
Yeah, we just can't sit back. We got to come together as Americans and stand for what we all know is right.